Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Felicia Mesadieu, your guide to help you design a life of glamour through beauty and style. And today I have a highlight and contour video for you. Highlight and contour videos are one of my most favorite videos to watch on YouTube just because it really personalizes someone's foundation routine. And I feel like when you apply the foundation, it's like the heart of your makeup routine because it just sets the tone for how your makeup is going to look for the most part. So I think it's one of the most important steps to have in your makeup routine and to definitely explain. So I'm so happy to share that all with you. And without further ado, let's just get into it. So the first thing that I'm going to do is start off by using my Benefit Professional Primer. Now I've been finding a really good use for this. I don't know if you guys remember me actually doing a review for the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Setting Spray, and I told you guys that I did not like it and I didn't understand its existence at all. Well, now I found out a way to make this resourceful to me, and I just spray it before applying the makeup, not after. And I noticed that my makeup does a really good job sticking. So apply it before. Some people have better results applying it after. I've had better results applying it before. It's refreshing. I just love spraying these. It just, I feel like a waterfall just hit me whenever I spray my setting sprays. It feels so good and refreshing. Makes me want to sit on a porch and drink a glass of mint lemonade. I am going to color correct. I'm using the Ben Nye Mojave Adjuster in Burnt Orange. And I'm going to take that and just apply that to my darker areas of my skin tone. And this is going to help cancel out that darkness and just allow my foundation to blend a lot better. Just evens out my foundation or my skin underneath the foundation. It just helps everything to blend a lot better. It cancels out the darkness. So just okay, so I did a video on color correcting and I did get a lot of questions on what shade to use if you are lighter skinned. I would say anywhere from caramel skin tones to the brown skin, lighter brown to the deep shades, which would be my skin tone or a little bit deeper. You would use a orange color. So if you're someone that's olive to lighter tone, then I would say use more like a pinky salmon color, and that would be suitable for your skin tone. So now I'm gonna go ahead and move into the foundation portion of this video. And I am going to use the Revlon Color Stay, and this is for combination oily skin. My skin type is combination oily. I get very oily in my forehead. Well, no, that's not true. I get very oily in my nose area and underneath my chin. That's the most, it's wicked. This color is 440 Mahogany. So I'm just going to apply that to my face using my Real Techniques brush. This is like the best buffing foundation brush I've ever used. Okay, so now I just like to take my fingers and disperse the product moving up towards my hairline, because that really just helps the product to look a little bit more natural, and it helps to blend the product in where kind of my hairline starts. But I don't like the product to get into my hair. One, that can cause breakage, and two, it just doesn't look cute. So I just like to take my fingers and just distribute the product and just bring it closer up to my hairline, and then that way it looks more natural, and then I'll just blend it out. And a lot of times your fingers is probably one of the best tools that you can use, because it helps to warm up the product, and it just helps to really melt it into the skin and make it look a lot more natural. So right now I'm just kind of pressing that upward, pushing the product upward, closer to my hairline where my hair begins, but not getting the product in my hair. That's just something I've learned over time, because I would look in pictures or even in my videos and I would see my hair covered in makeup and I would just be like, that's not cute. Then I'll take the brush and just kind of blend in my forehead, but making sure I don't get it that close to my hairline. Now I'm going to jump into the contouring portion of this video. Contouring works on the principle that showcases dark colors receding certain features and light colors highlighting certain features. So they're just kind of bringing features forward. So if you want to make features seem slimmer or smaller in size or not as noticeable, you want them to recede. So we're going to create shadow, and that's where you use the darker colors. And when you want to make your features look more pronounced, make them look more noticeable, you highlight them. And so you use a lighter color. So what I'm going to do is use a darker color. So now I'm going to start by creating the shadow. I'm going to use my fingers on this. And then I'm going to add a little bit of, okay, so I'm using here the Pro Conceal HD High Definition Concealer from LA Girl. And this color is dark cocoa, but it's not that dark. So I also have to use a darker color, and then I mix that together. And then that just helps to kind of give me more of a realistic contour, so it doesn't look as muddy. So then I'll deepen up the contour shade with the Matte HD Foundation Benign Cocoa Souffle, because this is really dark. It kind of can look a little gray at times. So now I'm just deepening up that color with some of this, and this is just gonna really help to make it look warm, like a warm deep color. So kind of make like number 3. So now I'm just carving out my cheekbones here. I'm just placing that in the highest portion of my forehead. And my favorite part of them all is contouring my nose. I typically like to use my fingers when contouring out my nose because it helps me to make my lines to be precise, so my contour looks more realistic. And I am using the Precision Angled P84 brush by Sigma. So now I'm going to use Toast from Black Opal to highlight. So I'm just going to place that underneath my eye area. Taking it across the forehead. And then down my nose with my fingers. On my chin, just because this helps to really carve out those cheekbones when you place it underneath the dark shade of the contour shade. Just helps to really carve up that cheekbone. Now I'm just using a brush just to help me get the highlighter a little bit more precise. And this brush is the Up and Up brush. So I added some to my Cupid's bow, up my Cupid's bow here, and then I also added some to my chin area. So now what I'm going to be doing is using 2 beauty sponges to blend in the product. So I'm going to use this to blend in the lighter concealer to the highlighter, and then I'm going to use this to blend in the darker contour shade that creates the shadow. So I'm going to submerge both of these in a large amount of water. Get it damp wet. And I'm just going to blend the product up underneath the eye, and that you will see that the highlighter instantly gives it a nice eye lift without the surgery, as I always say. Now I'm going to take this and just blend. I'm going to take my other beauty sponge. This is the Real Techniques beauty sponge, and I'm just going to blend everything out. The darker shade. I'm going to blend out that darker shade. And I like to blend up because that just makes the contour look more natural. So blend the shadow up, and that helps to make it look more natural, more of a natural contour. Okay, then I like to go in with my Real Techniques sculpting brush and just blend out the darker shade a tad bit more. Blending upward with the sculpting brush. So you see how everything is starting to blend. Okay, now I'm going to take my fingers and blend out the foundation, or blend out, well, yeah, I did use foundation as well, and just blend out the shadow, the darker shade on my nose. And so you want to take it the inner corner of the eye, take it up a little bit closer to the beginning of where the eye socket begins, because that helps to make it, the contour, look more natural as well. And then just blend it down. Once you get your nose contouring down, girl, you have the victory. Okay, and so now I'm going to take my brush and do a little bit more blending. I'm going to blend out the product underneath my darker shade. So here, taking another concealer brush and just blending. And then what I like to do is to go back over that darker shade with a shade that's a little bit more of like my flesh tone, and then I'll just lighten up that. I'll just make it look more realistic. So now it looks really kind of dull and dark, but now I'm just gonna kind of warm up that nose, the contour line, so it looks more realistic. And I just take more of like my flesh tone foundation, another foundation, and just go over those lines with my fingers, and that'll help to really make it look more natural, like a more natural contour. blending out the chin. I'm gonna take my Sonia Kashuk Tools number 2 brush and then start to set that highlight. And the setting powder is just going to help with setting the product so it doesn't move and crease on you. It also just gives you like a really nice undertone. Okay, so now I have my setting powder placed all over the areas that were highlighted, and then basically what I am doing is just letting this bake, cook, fry, saute, you know, all those good terms. And I'm just gonna let this cook on my face for a little bit, and then I'm going to get into applying my eye makeup, and I'm gonna do that off camera, and then I will come back to you guys, and then we're gonna finish up the face. See you in a little bit. Okay, so now that I have allowed my face to bake, cook, saute, all those good things, and I've applied my eye makeup, now I'm going to just dust off the excess powder. And I'm going to take my mineral brush from the makeup, it's my mineral brush from the MUA Makeup Academy, and I'm just going to dust off that excess powder. And then I'm going to take my Echo Tools buffing kabuki brush and then just blend it all in. And this is going to help to blend it very seamlessly. Just buffing it out, buffing out that setting powder. And then that helps me have like that highlighted effect, but still it's like blended so where it's not as in your face. My face is highlighted for the gods. Like, I don't like a super intense highlight. Now what I'm going to do is add some more warmth and color back to my face. So I am going to go in with my Guerlain Terracotta Bronzer. It is the 08 Ebony. And I'm going to take my IT Cosmetics brush. So just add some more color back to my face. And this is buildable, so I'm just gonna build on it. And that just adds a lot more warmth. It also sets the contour as well. Yeah, the sculpting brush, and then I'll go back in with that and just heighten that contour. Like buffing kabuki brush, and just kind of blend that. Then I'm going to go in with this Revolution Baked Bronzer. I got this at Ulta. This is called Rock On World. And I'm going to take my e.l.f. Small Stipple Brush. I'm going to take that and put that on the highest point of my cheekbones. Above the brow near the temples. Just add a little bit to the tip of my nose. Now I am just going to spritz my face with this Pixie by Petra Glow Mist and just kind of lock everything in and just intensify the glow. Oh. That just helps to make it like more dewy and to not look like so powdery cakey. Like, just give it more of a natural dewy misty look, like with a natural glow. So just gonna let that set in. Okay guys, so this completes the look, and I hope you all really enjoyed this look. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe, comment, like, and share, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye guys!